Blockchains are incredibly popular nowadays. Like the name indicates, a blockchain is a chain of blocks that contains information. This technique was originally described in 1991 by a group of scientists. Well, let's take a closer look at a block. Each block contains some data, the hash of the block and the hash of the previous block. The data that is stored inside a block depends on the type of blockchain. A block also has a hash. You can compare a hash to a fingerprint. It identifies a block and all of its contents, and it's all unique, just like as a fingerprint. Once a block is created, its hash is being calculated. Changing something inside the block will cause the hash to change. So in other words, hashes are very important when you want to detect some changes in the block. If the fingerprints of a block changes, it is no longer in the same block. The third element inside each block is the hash of the previous block. So let's take an example. Here we have a chain of 3 blocks. As you can see, each block has a hash and the hash of the previous block. So block number 3 points to block number 2 and block number 2 points to block number 1. So now the first block is a bit special. It cannot point to the previous block because it is the first one. We call this block as Genesis block. Changing a single block data will make all the following blocks invalid. So this is a code. We have first of all make a class name block. So when we initialize a new block, we are going to check if the previous block exists or not. So if there is no previous block, we are working with the very first block of the chain. So that means we should set the value of a number to 0. So we have created function get previous hash. With the help of this function, we will get the previous hash. Then we have created get hash function which will give the hash of the block. So initially we have make two blocks, block 0 and block 1, and we will print block 0 and block 1 and run the code. So here you can see the output. Initially block 1 data is none. So now we will do some changes in block 1. So we will change the data of block 1 and we will find that block 1 hash also changes.